Are you ready to unlock your creative potential in 2025? Join the Creative Flow and Inspired Living with Your Creative Chord Facebook group, a space designed to support you on your creative journey. Whether you're a seasoned creator or someone curious to explore your creative potential, this community provides inspiration, practical tools, and the support you need to overcome obstacles and thrive creatively. On Tuesday, March 18, 2025, we'll be hosting a creativity panel event inside the group, featuring creative professionals and experts in creative wellness and empowerment. This free event will offer practical insights to help you break through blocks, reignite your creative flow, and experience immediate progress. Whether you're feeling stuck, burned out, or simply curious about exploring your creative side, this event will give you the tools to move forward. Plus, on March 19, 2025, I'll be launching my Creative Empowerment Coaching Program designed to guide you through overcoming creative blocks, transforming burnout into momentum, and cultivating the mindset needed to live a more inspired, fulfilled life. This program is perfect for anyone ready to ignite their creative energy and lay the foundation for sustained personal and creative growth. If you're ready for a deeper, personalized transformation, my Creative Empowerment Coaching Program can help you get there. To join the group and register for the upcoming panel event, visit YourCreativeChord.com/events. Don't miss out on this opportunity to start the year strong with a supportive community and creative momentum. I'm here to empower your creative flow and inspired life.
Welcome to Your Creative Chord Podcast, where host Jenny Lee Hodgins, author and educator, shares unique insights dedicated to empowering your creative flow and inspired living. Through solo reflections and dialogues with creators and wellness experts, Jenny Lee shares holistic wisdom influenced by her Buddhist practice, alongside poetic insights and practical strategies for living authentically. This podcast helps you overcome challenges and unlock your full creative potential.
Welcome to Your Creative Chord Podcast. I'm Jenny Lee, your host. This is where we explore creativity, personal growth, and inspired living. Today we're talking about how we can use our struggles to grow stronger, not just survive them. Life's challenges can feel overwhelming, but research shows that they can actually make us better and more resilient. We often feel stuck or overwhelmed by our problems, but today we're going to shift that perspective. Difficulties can train us and prepare us for the next chapter of our lives. In this episode, we'll explore the concept of anti-fragility and how we can turn our challenges into opportunities for growth. Let's listen to a recording I made last summer on my Facebook page where I explore how embracing life's struggles can empower us to thrive and grow stronger from them. I also read an excerpt from my poetry book, Kaleidoscope of the Heart, which synchronistically reflects the essence of turning challenges into creative power. Let's listen. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm sitting out on my patio enjoying our petunias. I was just listening to a book called The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. Really good book. I wanted to talk to you briefly about this idea of anti-fragility. I'd never heard that phrase before, but it basically means going beyond robustness. When you encounter a shock, you not only bounce back from it, but you're improved because of it. Oh my gosh, you're improved because of it. And this idea that adversity, difficulties, pain, struggles, these are actually what we are made for as human beings in terms of our brain's capacity to take on challenges and become better at navigating and transforming them. And it really goes hand in hand with my Buddhist practice of obstacles equal enlightenment, where the idea is you use your problems as opportunities to grow. or the concept of poison into medicine, which is you take a really ugly situation, scenario, relationship problem, and through your own wrestling with it, you actually transform it into something even better, like not just zeroing out, but making it even better. I just thought this was such an encouraging concept when you're going through struggles, or dealing with hardship, or trying to reach a goal or whatever it is. And I'm looking at it myself in my own life like, oh, I'm actually made for this. I'm actually made for handling the problems in front of me so that I can basically build a stronger resilience. If you look back at your life, you can really kind of see that. Because I went through this and that, now in this situation, I have a much bigger capacity to handle what's in front of me. And we tend to doubt that when we're facing it. On that topic, it was perfectly in sync with a poem I wrote from my book, Kaleidoscope of the Heart. I've written a poem called Soon Sings the Song, and I thought I'd read it to you amidst the birds out here singing to me. Darkness, like the ocean depths, swirls like heavy waves against murkiness. A struggle, reaching for the surface, where I could finally breathe the air. Seems like ages I've been under, swimming against the currents, pushing, climbing, fighting, aiming toward the light that shines above, beyond, ahead. I find all my energy has been spent fighting on and on, groping to pull from the danger of slipping down, gasping now for a moment's peace, a single resting place of ease, afloat, aboard, a log set free to come along and rescue me, where my arms could dangle over and keep my head afloat. To feel the air so crisp and cool, bobbing gently on the sea, tasting the sunlight beaming down upon my face like golden honey, blessing me with due reward. Forbearing through my long journey, for endurance and perseverance against the long and lonely task of tackling every wave, I raise myself toward the sky. Keep moving, trying, stretching out for the shifting of the clouds to open and reveal the light, for which I hope with all my might soon sings the song I dream tonight. So that's my poem, Soon Sings the Song, from page 26 of my book, Kaleidoscope of the Heart. I read that poem because to me it was so synergistic with this idea of anti-fragility, the concept that our minds are actually anti-fragile, which means when we go through difficulties, our minds are actually built for that. Going through it, struggling with it, finding solutions, solving the problem, and making the situation even better than it was before. Anti-fragility is not just getting through something or surviving. It's improving because of that issue, because of that problem. I just love that concept, especially when you're in the middle of struggles and it's really hard to see the way through the, dark to the light. Let me know what you think of this idea of anti-fragility and how hopeful it is with regard to, basically for me, what it boils down to is it speaks volumes of our human ability to win, to be happy, to thrive, and to be able to empower ourselves and nurture others. So that's what Your Creative Chord is all about. That's what my content's all about at the podcast. That's what my poetry leans toward in general. Stick around for a lot more related content and conversation about this whole idea of how to navigate problems and struggles and positive ways we can do that, and the effects of how that impacts our lives being and becoming stronger, more resilient, and even better. So what did you think about that? the concept of anti-fragility and how challenges don't just break us, they can actually help us grow stronger. I want to share a few personal struggles and relate them to your creative journey. I want to show some examples in my life of how I was able to use my struggles to illustrate this anti-fragility concept. For example, I performed as a vocalist pianist for almost 30 years, and I initially had incredible stage fright. And I was able to completely transform that situation to develop the confidence that I now have as a speaker and a leader, and to give stronger musical performances as well. I literally, through those struggles, learned to navigate my nerves with proven strategies like repetition, preparation, desensitizing myself to the scenario of performing, breathing, and reframing my nerves as excitement. I also want to show another example of this anti-fragility concept in my life. My struggles in my youth led me to develop solid financial budgeting skills. Because I didn't have a lot of money, I had to struggle to develop those skills. I paid off all my debt as a result, and I built a very high credit score. And these skill sets led me to my current role of taking care of my mother's finances as her caregiver, and with great care for her protection and for mine. So I became a lot wiser through the struggles that I had in my youth, so that I now approach money with a much smarter financial angle. In my previous community leadership role, I had a lot of challenges with being a board president. I turned unknown areas. I've never done anything like that. So these unknown areas of property management, financial collections on delinquent accounts, insurance claim tasks, and difficult personality dealings, I turned all of those challenges into leadership strengths, communication clarity, and improved and organized systems, which I now have transferred to my online business and podcast creation tasks. I have solid, organized systems and a clear overview of the big picture of all of my business goals and tasks. So dealing with things outside my box in these volunteer positions of leadership helped me transform those strengths and skills into my personal life and my business. Also, dealing with disrespectful, toxic people led me to stand up for justice courageously and create strong, healthy boundaries and a tougher backbone and thicker skin. I also learned how not to take things personally, maintained a professional, respectful tone, and stand firm on my principles. These are just examples of ways that I can see how, even in the moment, these difficulties were very challenging, grueling, in fact, in every way, emotionally, intellectually, physically sometimes. But through navigating through those challenges and not giving up, I was able to find solutions, strengthen myself, and create a deeper wisdom to apply to my life now. What about you? What struggles have you faced? And in reflecting on them, how have they helped you grow? How have they helped you become stronger or build greater confidence and resilience? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your story with me and let me know how those experiences are helping you get closer to your goals. You can share in our brand new Creative Flow and Inspired Living with Your Creative Chord Facebook group. It's a supportive space where you can connect with others on their creative journeys and learn how to turn these challenges into stepping stones toward personal fulfillment. Before we end today's episode, I want to share something with you. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed by life's challenges, I have a free resource for you. It's my inspirational bookmark trio. It's a resource that will help you break through creative blocks, reset after burnout, and get back on track with your personal growth and fulfillment. Get yours today by visiting YourCreativeChord.com/get inspired here. It's a perfect tool to help you get started by turning challenges into joyful, creative momentum. These are wonderful visual reminders to keep you on track. And you can find all the links in the show notes below. So building strength from struggles isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving and becoming even better because of what we go through. Not despite, but because of what we go through. This mindset allows you to willingly embrace your challenges, dig deeper, and use them as an exciting opportunity to grow and strengthen your creative energy. Through this attitude shift, every challenge you face becomes a stepping stone to a stronger, more resilient you. My SGI Buddhist practice has taught me that inner strength, which comes from things like mustering courage, being authentic and true to yourself, forging an unshakable determination to win a victory, this strength is the basis for a happy life. Those who challenge their weaknesses to achieve goals and reach dreams are always developing strength. And this kind of mindset leads to hope and happiness. What's one challenge you can reframe as your opportunity to forge your inner strength today? Thanks for joining me on today's episode of Your Creative Chord Podcast. I hope you found some inspiration to grow through your struggles and embrace the challenges that come your way. If you liked today's discussion on anti-fragility, I invite you to subscribe, share this episode with a friend who could really use some encouragement, or leave a review. I'd also love to hear your thoughts inside our Creative Flow and Inspired Living Facebook group. Your feedback will ensure I dig into topics that are relevant and helpful to you. And don't forget to register for the Creativity Panel event coming up in March. You can do so by joining the Creative Flow and Inspired Living group to get all the details about that event. If you're ready to go deeper, you can also join the waitlist today for my Creative Empowerment Coaching Program at YourCreativeChord.com/work with me. I look forward to supporting you toward the life of creative flow and fulfillment that you envision. If you're listening to the podcast, remember you can watch this episode on the alternating week on Fridays. Until then, remember you are meant for this journey with all its ups and downs and every challenge along the way. So keep nourishing your creative life with self-care and a positive determination to enjoy your daily life no matter what. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Your Creative Chord Podcast. If you found inspiration in today's episode, please leave a review and subscribe to the show. Your support helps spread the message of creativity and inspired living. Stay connected with Jenny Lee and a vibrant community of creatives and curious minds. Visit YourCreativeChord.com for more resources. Remember, daily life is where your creative flow begins. Embrace the journey